And hello booties, have I got a little treat for you, even if for right now all you're seeing is a little white rectangle. I'm sorry if there's some background noises. I have to film this right now and my sister is passing the vacuum. So if you don't hear it, number one. If you do, I'll try to put a little bit of music on top. Anyway, what are we doing today? I actually managed to find, I don't know how I did that, seeing as I live in the middle of nowhere, a masking fluid marker of the Pebeo brand, and I am going to be testing it for you guys today. Now, first we're going to talk about the physicalities of this pen. It is a 0.07 millimeters drawing gum high precision masking fluid marker with a, as aforementioned, precision tip. I can afford to touch it right now, seeing as I didn't even try it beforehand. This is a first for everybody. It has an easily removable nib and comes with a spare nib in the cap. Whoops. This would work better if I actually look at it. There we go. Doesn't always work on the viewfinder. I'm gonna put it here for now. And what are we using to test it on today, Sharon? We are using the Legion Stonehenge Aqua Hot Press paper. I had the choice between hot press and cold press. I decided to go with the hot press, see what happens. This post is not sponsored by Art Snacks, but I got these sample packs from Art Snacks. I can't do any videos anymore because I don't have the money for it. Anyway. First, of course, we are going to start with a Dixon Ticonderoga HB number 2 pencil. I'm just going to be doodling like a little simple unicorn thingy because what we're testing is not the actual art supplies I will be using, it's merely the masking pen. So what I'm going to do first, there, my good old Staedtler blue non-repro pencil. Now she's banging stuff around. What the hell? Anyway, because what I'm going to do is basically sketch out a cute little unicorn. Really simple because we are going to go over her with the masking fluid like that. She should show up in white when we're done. Like there's really no planning, no thinking, just do a cute unicorn. I didn't even prime the marker. That's how much I waited to test it along with you guys today. I think she's having a fight with the vacuum. Like, that's a lot of banging. Sharon, why couldn't you wait later until she was done? I have to take advantage of the light. A lot of this is still pretty much natural light. It wouldn't look the same during the evening. Plus I have a lot of work to do today, but I wanted to get this done first. There. Now let's see, if I'm not mistaken, this should need to be, yeah, shook, primed, tried out, and then when you're done, you click the cap on like a normal human being. So, I have no idea if it's gonna work. I don't know how long it's been at the store. I don't go out often. I've been wanting a masking fluid pen for a while. Prime. I might have to edit this out. This is taking a little while. Come on. it's not starting. And the nib looks like it's cracking a little bit. Oh, good start. Good start. Not that Pebeo has terrible stuff. That would be... Ah, there it is. I was gonna say, that would be a terrible lie to say that Pebeo has bad stuff. Pebeo has great stuff. I have a lot of their paints, which I didn't show on video because they're mostly fabric paints. Oh, we're starting to get something. It's not that it's cracked, it's the way the nib is made. I don't know if you guys can see. It's probably very blurry. Hang on. There, see how it's kind of starred and it has ridges? The ink comes out from the middle and you can see it through the ridges. That's what's going on. The masking ink is blue. And from what I'm seeing, you'll see soon enough, I'm gonna start it. It's very thin and liquidy. Right now I'm trying to pump. It's technically working well, but at the same time, I'm not really that fond of it being so thin. I like that it's blue, so you can see it. I'm gonna try something else real quick while this thing primes up. Nope, not this, this. So much violence in media today. So as I was saying, I like that it's blue, so it's easy to spot when it's time to remove it. Back to you. And it's already dried up. Oh my god. Are they all like this, or is this just a Pebeo one? The application is good. I also wanted to get a new bottle of regular masking fluid because mine is frozen shut. I kind of have to dig it and prime it often, I think. Once it gets going, there is a nice even flow, but it's like I said, it's like really, really thin. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing with masking fluid. They say you can remove the excess with your fingers, and it didn't stick to my fingers, so yay, that's good. But it's a test on paper I had lying around anyway. It's not like I was using this one so often, so. It seems like it's drying fast if I just base myself on the little rubbery thingy, but will it be easy to remove? That's my question. This is weird because I got my elbow deep in my dried watercolor. So first impressions, it's thin and I have to prime it often. I don't know if they're all like that or if it's just this one. Or it's because the stuff gets stuck in the nib. So it works better if I pull, which is a bit of a beach for me, seeing as I'm left-handed and I'm used to pushing when I work with pens, pencils, stuff like that. Done. That's done. The nib does not seem too wrecked. It's a plastic nib, it's not felt. And the outside is quite easy to clean up from the looks of it. I don't know how it's gonna go inside, but it doesn't stick to my fingers. Well, just enough for me to remove it, but it doesn't stay there, so that's good. So cleaning is not that bad. It's not exactly like I can clean the inside of the nib, unless I... And that's what it looks like once it's pulled out. You can see some of the liquid. Doink. So it's less messy than I thought it was gonna be, so that part's nice. Now to just grab this, and all I'm gonna do is just put some sort of gradient on top of it, see what happens. Just gonna rub this in. Yeah, I rinse out my water pen. Sue me. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going right over it. Like I said, it was going to be some sort of gradient. Oh, I gotta clean my mat after. And, yeah, go right ahead. I don't care. Doing it on purpose, actually. Some pink. Oh, that turns into a nice orange. That's nice. I should have some purple somewhere. This one, I think. Looks like. Yeah, it is. Okay. I didn't even check if it was dry before I started painting. Oh my god, I'm terrible. See, that wasn't so bad or long. I'm going to move my watercolors because they are wet. And we gotta wait a little bit for it to dry. So far, so good. Of course, it being a tiny piece, it's very curved. I'm gonna need to flatten it out when I'm done. Sharon, why don't you pre-wet your paper? Because I don't care. For those who are curious, I am going to be using this masking fluid eraser to pull it off. It's going to be easier in my fingers. And now I know that the hot press paper makes for some really pretty watercolor effects. So Yeah, that's good. So I'm just gonna wait for it to dry and we'll be back when it is. And on today's episode of Learning Something New, look at it. Not only did it dry quickly, but it went back to some sort of flat shape. It still needs some extra flatten out, but it's not all like that like it was earlier. That's pretty neat. So it feels pretty dry. So let's see what happens when I try to take off the masking fluid. That's a happy hum. Wow. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this part there, that's my fault for not erasing the pencil the right way earlier. But it's just a test. Erase, erase, erase. And yeah, pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. Very happy with this masking fluid. Okay, so all my complaining aside, very good product. Does not leave marks. Doesn't look like, no, maybe a little bit, but doesn't leave, doesn't rip out the paper horribly. Maybe like, if you look real close, there's some pulling over here, but like it's really not the end of the world. Very good masking capabilities, as you can see. These are crisp lines. Like, I have no complaints of the results. I have a little bit complaints about the nib, but it can't really be helped, and I'm guessing that this type of nib with the hole in the middle to let the ink flow is the only thing they were able to come up with, so it wouldn't be clogged. At worst, the nib is easy to remove, and I can grab a needle and unplug it if it ever gets clogged, and if it gets too clogged, I have a spare one here. So yeah, there's no complaining. The ink flow is really thin, but it masks really well. Very happy with my purchase. So, as I was saying at the beginning of the video, this post is not sponsored. I literally just found it at a local art store. Quote unquote, Pebeo brand masking fluid marker, 0.7 millimeters. I think there's another brand whose name does not come to mind right now. They also have a 0.05. I would need to do a little bit more research on that. Haute précision is right. And of course, the instructions, and at the end, click. I clicked. It's nice and safe, and you're supposed to store these horizontally on the side, which I will do. Well, there you go. Pebeo masking fluid marker works way better than I thought it would. I'm happy I bought it. I've been needing some masking fluid, and this one, perfectly. Works beautifully with Aqua Hot Press Stonehenge Legion. We are paper. Not sponsored. Nothing is sponsored. I have to make sure I say that. But if they want to sponsor me, go right ahead. I mean, I need me some more Art Snack subscription boxes. Go right ahead. Don't be shy. So I hope you liked the video, and if you did, put a like down there. Just clicky on the likey. I'd be very happy. I'll see you guys next time. I love you all. Bye bye.